All right. Oh, jeez. Sorry. I'm so used to having the. Hang on, let me pull that mic a bit close. I'm so damn used to having the game like OBS lag and crash. So I'm like, I always sit there for a bit with this new computer, but then I forget that it's recording instantly. And I'm like, oh shit, what's going on? Hello. So welcome back, everyone, to some Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. I got caught off guard by the amazingness of my new computer. More Draconian Gladiator of Hep. We got a Grey Draconian of Hep. At some point, we picked the Hexa Boy. Last video, we picked up some spells. We picked up some tridents. The Demon Trident. Got these cool boots, and that's about it, really. And I haven't really thought about what we want to do otherwise. But I think we have to go to Shoals today. Shoals is somewhat easier for this character because I no longer have to worry about deep water, technically. This character is breathless, meaning that I can walk through deep water and I am not... and that's about it, really. I do still suffer from the effects of having a... I still suffer from, like, the penalties of having deep water on me, so I still I still miss a lot, and I still move slowly. Why is Bond of Digging off auto pickup? That's insane. That's insanity. Why would I ever have that off auto pickup? That's ridiculous. What the hell? My inner file must be broken. Interesting. Whatever, I'll fix it later. It's all good. I don't really mind. I might end up doing a init file review because I haven't actually done an init file video before. And people have been asking for it, but I've always maintained that my init file is really quite lackluster. There's nothing really there that makes me that improves my gameplay. And again, going back from that last video that I was talking about, I find that the init file tends to be one of those things where it's like nominal changes, marginal like increases, rather than just actual gameplay. It's one of those things where, generally speaking, a lot of players will get super, I guess, obsessed with, and they'll say, "Oh my god, your init file determines how well you can play. Oh, I'm losing only because my init file's shit and I could improve it." When really that's not true at all. So, and while that's obviously not a very common, Killer's Kraken, not a very common, viewpoint, it does crop up from time to time, and I do see some fairly extreme examples of it happening. Okay, my keyboard is lighting up, and I need to remind myself to switch to the conservative lighting profile, the one that just lights up as I type, rather than doing ridiculous ripples. I don't really know what the place of my keyboard profiles are. I like this light up one. It just lights up green and red because it's Christmas. So that's pretty funny. It's very nice. Oh, the Stone Giant looks really weird today. Interesting. Okay, our stand really is dying quite quickly today. I wonder why. I guess it doesn't really matter that much. The Hexer is squishy, so he does have a lot of issues staying alive against big packs of enemies that deal high amounts of damage, and this is unfortunately what Shoals is. I haven't really talked too much about Shoals, but we already know what Shoals is, with the shield and with a polearm, because of the fact that we have pretty decent defense against missiles. We can also traverse across water and such. We are in fairly good shape to deal with Shoals. The only issue that we have, of course, is the fact that there's so much damage here, and I still don't really want to be in water if I can avoid it, because otherwise I'll still be penalized for being in water. Does it actually show me missing stuff? I guess it doesn't. Maybe I'm not penalized in water. I feel like I am, though. I feel like that was a quite important point as to why I thought Grey Draconians kind of sucked. They're still affected by that water penalty. Doesn't look like it, actually. I haven't missed in quite a while. I'm looking at the, I guess I'm not penalized. That's weird. I should be penalized for having unstable footing in water, but apparently I'm not. Okay, well, I guess I'm not punished for it then. Sweet. Alright, maybe Grey Draconian's the best race. No, I mean, it's still just a slightly worse gargoyle. I mean, technically, we're basically a gargoyle because we reduced our HP. Except we don't have, all the gargoyle stuff like Aralek, but we got that through equipment. Again, training int. I'm kind of regretting the fact that I only have 12, but it's fine. Like, I would have wanted to put points in Dex anyway, because I only have 14 right now, and that's not very much. I'm going to idealize my guy here. That's going to help me just deal with this big pack. I need to kill the captain, but I also need to kill a bunch of other stuff. I'm going to try to draw from the sack spiders, just one time. This is going to give me a little bit of space and breathing room. What is that? What the hell is that? Oh, it's a spider's web. I was like, what the fuck is that? Is that tile? What is that? That scared the shit. I was like, did death itself come for me? Is my time finally over? But it was just a spider web. Okay, that was weird. I was not prepared to deal with that. Let's try to enslave a guy. Maybe that works. Okay, no, that didn't work. The main issue here is that I'm getting mesmerized by the merfolk siren, which is behind these two other merfolk, but they're not individually that threatening, but in these big groups where I can't run away, it's a little bit, it's a little bit scary. Wait, what just happened? Where did he go? Oh, right, the fawn was shooting from over deep water, right? I was like, where the hell did he go? Where was he shooting me? Why am I not dead yet? That was crazy. I took so much damage. Alright, so I'm just checking again to make sure that I'm not being penalized for the deep water. Apparently I'm not. That's kind of weird. I am breathless, but that doesn't mean that my footing is fine. It's very strange. Another demon trying to venom from this guy, from this merfolk. That could be potentially quite good. It's +2 as well, which is fine. But what might happen is I can buy that Scroller brand weapon and see if I can maybe get a good brand. Poison's fine, but against a lot of against any R-Poison enemy, it's effectively just a vanilla Demon Trident, and that's not very good. I mean, it's not bad, of course, but it's just, I'd prefer to have a brand if I could get one, you know what I mean? So even if it goes to, like, slashing or whatever, it's still not too bad against, in fact, piercing, it might actually be better than Venom in general, just like increased damage. Even protection would be fine, because I could just switch to it when I'm fighting undead or something, and that'd be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. It's on D7. It's quite a trek away, but what do you mean you don't know how to get there? Are you lost? What? Let's go to dungeon. Okay. Okay. What? It was right here. What do you mean you couldn't get there? Are you what? God, sometimes, man. Sometimes. Maybe it was the rising tide. Alright, so let's brand weapon this. Yeah, so a Spear of Piercing is fine. It's not too bad. I can probably just keep it there. I can drop this Anti-Magic Demon Trident probably. It's very unlikely that I'll be using it. If I'm against a spellcaster that I really need to kill, I'll just buff up and kill it instead. I wouldn't even bother switching to a weaker weapon, because that's just, like, not helpful at all. I should switch to this Poison weapon. Poison is useful against the low health enemies in shoals, because it'll just stack poison on them, quickly lethal them, and then I just don't have to worry about it. Okay, I'm going to idealize here, then transfer the Siren towards me. I need to kill him really quick. I'm going to run away, pull upstairs, and then kill. So Transference is pretty useful. I haven't used it too much, like I said, but this character's really strong, so it's just like, I just couldn't be bothered. There's a Potion of Mutation down there, but Roxanne's guarding it. Oh my god, okay. Okay, I'm pulling up, hoping that I don't get sleep. There we go. So ironically, the first staircase was the least problematic. It's worth it to cast Invisibility here. Almost nothing can see Invisibility, including Ilsa. Oh, my stand died at some point. Whoops. That's fine. I just want to clear a bit of these guys out so that my future downstairs pulls are a little bit less risky. This is a pretty bad situation to be in. All three downstairs are, like, quite heavily guarded. And I'm very scared of those Dream Sheep. If I get sleeped here, I could potentially get annihilated. Okay, oh wait, that's the Roxanne staircase. I guess we just have to go down this one. Just pray for good luck. This is just really unfortunate. Just all three downstairs are just complete clusterfucks. Why was my keyboard being a bit uneven there? I guess I can pop a Potion of Agility and a Haste, and then idealize here, and then just have my guy go to town. Nope, that didn't work. Let's fierce scroll here. Gotta kill the siren, then aggro a couple of guys, pull my stand upstairs as well with me. Okay, he dies instantly. Yeah, this is just... it's quite unfortunate. Okay, there's a good chance here that I just don't need to go into Shoals, but this is also not incredibly dangerous either. Like, I could go to Vaults right now and skip Shoals 4, come back later, but I don't know. I don't feel like this is that threatening, as weird as that sounds. Even though there's a lot of stuff, it's not incredibly bad yet. But you know what, I think I'm gonna just switch and go to Vaults now, just because it seems a little bit of a clusterfuck, and I don't want to get randomly, you know, sirened and waste a bunch of consumables when I don't need to. I'll just come back when I'm a bit stronger. Knowing me though, I'm gonna get all the way to Zot, and then I'm gonna be like, hey, wait, why can't I enter Zot? And then, I'll be like, oh right, I've got to get Shoals Room. I do that all the time. Like, that would be hilariously unusual, except that I do it every second game that I skip Shoals. Like, it's just, I have the worst memory. I just rely purely on muscle memory to play this game. So when stuff deviates, I just don't remember it all. This is really annoying. This is really annoying. Oh my god. Alright, this is really annoying. Let's get out of here. That skeleton warrior was just beating on me real hard. This is what I mean by the trident of piercing will be better against certain undead enemy types. Undead are immune to poison, so stabbing with this piercing weapon is much better. I probably should move my mic a little bit closer to my mouth and further away from the keyboard. It does sound pretty loud to me, but that's because I have my earphones out. Usually I have them in, so it's a bit odd. I'm going to pull back here. I want the red guy to not close the door on my face, and if he is closing the door, I want to be able to kill him pretty quick, so... Okay, I'm going to idealize here, mostly because I need to have some crowd control here. There's a lot of guys coming in. 15% chance to enslave. Okay, so we're in a choke point. We're in a pretty good spot here. There's not really anything I need to do specifically. I should cancel, though, the mark right now. It's a little bit scary. I could teleport. That's not a bad idea. I have plenty of healing. I just don't want to, like, die to this random kerfuffle of dudes. Yeah, okay. I took a teleport. It's fine. I took a pretty big hit on the way out, so I guess it was a good idea to teleport that turn. Oh, right. That's... Not gonna lie, completely forgot I had spells. Completely forgot. Alright. What did I have? Oh, right. Elzakubo's special. I should be using these. Whoops. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes I just forget that I have spells, because, like, why would I even bother picking spells up? It's just completely pointless most of the time. It's just like 50 extra keys presses you have to play per encounter, and this is, like, you're just gonna hear my keyboard go crazy now. Like, I'm just gonna, like, automate all of that. I mean, technically I could, like, macro keys, but nah, whatever. Just gonna have to cast my buffs. I'm so embarrassed, I forgot. I swear I recorded yesterday too, so I'm surprised that I didn't remember. This is so annoying. Alright, I gotta keep my spectral weapon behind me. Good thing about spectral weapons with spears is that they have reach, so I can, like, kind of have extra damage regardless of where my spear actually is. The only issue with that, of course, is that still the spear is a little bit squishy. A spectral weapon is kind of a... It's really good, obviously, but and it's even better with spears, but it is sometimes annoying to cast. Especially when it just randomly gets killed and you're like, ah, well, that was pointless. Oops, that was the wrong way, but that's fine. Okay, let's just go upstairs. This is Mighted Etten. I don't know where he got the might from, but I don't like that. Okay, stand behind my stand. Pull back upstairs. Eat some bread rations, I guess. Probably should have just eaten the corpse, but I forgot that I was doing that. Okay, this is very painful. Ow. I probably should transfer my guy. I want to transfer him with the Yaktor. Pretty easy to kill behind me. I obviously don't want to close myself off, but I needed to get my stand into the fray, I guess. That was fun. Alright, yeah. So with the addition of my new spells, I'm actually taking this place out a little bit more easily. So that's good. But now my keyboard is going insane. I'd like to see how quickly I wear down this keyboard. Like, the other one, apparently, I wore down... So my other one was a laptop keyboard, obviously. But I wore it down to, like, the grain, almost. The person who, like... Oh, this is not good. I have blink, so that's decent. So I'm just gonna blink and stay away from him. There we go. Cool. Like, apparently I wore... Like, because there were no engravings on that keyboard. Like, there wasn't any, like, sticker that indicated the, Ooh, I got to level 9. Sweet, so my stand should be, like, stronger now, right? It has mass confuse, right? Yes, it does. Awesome. And haste. Cool. What was I talking about? Yeah, my other keyboard was, like, super... When we looked at it, it was, like, worn down. My hands, like, just completely shredded the entire keyboard. Just because of how many key presses I used on it over the course of, like, 4 years. So it's pretty funny, because this new one, I feel like it's going to wear down much faster because of how weird the keys feel to press. And I just like pressing them a lot, so... I don't know. Book of Maledictions just has a bunch of hexes. I'm not really too interested in that. Oh, can he see invisible now? Oh, he can. Cool. So my enemy stand can actually see invisible. Not bad. He has only a 6 dagger of draining, but... You know, eventually he'll get the anti-magic dagger, and that's really good. That'll be very helpful in Zot when we fight Orbs of Fire and such. Ah, yes. Precasting. So much fun. Ooh, hang on. I saw a large shield earlier. I wonder if I should bother picking that up. Also, all my spells are really low spell failure. I think I can just pull that off now. Oops. What am I doing? Holy moly. Turn all that off. Please. Okay, let's think. What should we get instead? Do we want to pick... Do we have any spells that we need to pick up right now? Like, I actually don't know if we have anything that we care about. Like, at all. It sounds depressing, but... Do we have any spell books? I completely forget. Oh yeah, the Book of Cantrips. That's right. $. Oh, we can't afford it. Hey, we have no money. Lol. Alright, fine. Guess we'll just continue through vaults and just hope that we get some money at some point. Also, yeah, now our Hexer boy is permahaste. That's really good. I think all of them can permahaste, actually. If I'm not mistaken. I think the Knight can also haste. And I'm pretty sure the Battle Mage is always hasted as well, past a certain point. The Battle Mage, I think, eventually learns Crystal Spear, which is not too bad. Crystal Spear played by NPCs is obviously not incredible because the enemy doesn't actually know to cast Crystal Spear every turn because it's the best spell in the game. Like for an enemy or an ally. So the AI prevents it from dealing like maximum DPS, I guess. So it's not incredible. This is a really bad spot for us to be in. We just opened the door and like 15 guys showed up. Let's just teleport away. Easy peasy. Okay, I need to stop double casting. I really need to stop double casting my... Oops. No, don't die. Ah, damn it. Alright. I keep double casting Spectral Weapon and it really sucks. Sorry, I'm getting a bit distracted now. The sound of my keyboard is really way too loud for me. I normally have my earphones in, like I said, but they're kind of like on the other side of the room. I'm like, I can't be bothered picking them up. Alright, I might have to run here. I have teleported into just a random unknown space. And I am not very happy about this Deep Elf Sorcerer here existing. Okay, took some pretty hefty hits, that's fine. Let's just try to run for it now. Okay, you go over there, mate. You're gonna just transfer him away. Okay. Not too bad. Cast my buffs. Back off a sec. Hit him around the corner. Easy peasy. Run away and heal up. Okay, this is not incredibly bad. No, it's just a bunch of orcs. I was wondering if there was like something behind this area. I wasn't really paying attention to the vault layout. I was like, oh, there must be something behind there. Oh man, precasting. Feels so good, man. Love that shit. I dig it. Oh, mass confusion hits from the Hexer. Incredible. Perfect, I guess. We have an enchant armor scroll. I guess I can put that in the cloak and invisibility. I wonder if it's worth it for me to actually train evocations, get invisibility up. I'm not really training anything else, to be honest. I guess I will. Just a little bit. Not too much. I don't really care that much about it, but if I get like a 30% chance to cast invisibility, I'll just take it, because there's no downside to it. I can't miscast because it's an evocation. So there's no big deal with it, I guess. Also, I don't know if my microphone is pointed the right way, and it's making me very sad. I just don't know. Like, I think there is a way that I can listen to my own recording live, but it's just like, I'm gonna get distracted by the sound of my own voice, and also I'm gonna get killed right now. Holy shit. I'm just gonna have to teleport here. Fire dragons apparently are very painful enemies to fight, and I do not wish to mess with them anymore, because that would be quite rude. Alright. Anything that I need to do? Enslavement wand, paralysis wand. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the strong wands left, but I can't really do much about that. Do I have fire resistance? Please tell me I have fire resistance. I do not. Okay. Okay, let's just idealize this guy and then transfer him over here. Okay, this is just awful. I don't know what this is, but we're just getting murdered by stuff. It's really frustrating. Let's just try to go back upstairs. Ow. Taking some very heavy hits today. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh no, we got marked again. If only we had MR. Like on our ring or something. I guess MR plus just makes us a male, I don't know. It's just like a testosterone hit. I'm not thinking of the right MR, you know what I mean? Just quite unfortunate. Dazzling hand crossbow, that's one-handed. I don't think it's really worth training though. Oh, cool. I actually somehow dropped down below 6 pips of piety with Hep. Probably because I'm using all his abilities, like, at all. It's kind of annoying that transference is, it's kind of annoying that it's like, it costs piety. I feel like it would be better if it just didn't cost piety, even if I didn't have to drain it. Because positioning your guy is so annoying, it should just, I don't know, I feel like it should be free, but whatever, I don't really care that much. It's just, it's an ability I don't really need to use that many times anyway, but still, I'd use it more if it was free. I guess everyone would, though, so kind of a moot point. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch this guy, pull upstairs, kill him first, drag my guy back upstairs, and reset the fight with a much better starting scenario. Wow, they didn't... Oh, because he mass confused when I went upstairs. Nice. I was like, why did no one follow me? That's crazy. They should follow me. Am I not loved? Do they not want to kill me? I feel offended somehow. Okay, got marked again, despite having 1 pip of MR. That's quite unfortunate. Do you have any MR? Oh, the dagger morgue. That's not very helpful for us, obviously. Our main hand weapon is quite good. If only we could, like, equip our own guy. That'd be cool. But that's, I guess, not really feasible. You just game the system really hard. But, whatever. It's fine. Because unlike BO, my stand would just keep reviving and he wouldn't be terrible. So I wouldn't have to worry about it as much. Alright. Pulling down, need to precast my stuff. Like I keep forgetting I have spells, man. I really should just keep using the spells, but they're just so annoying, you know what I mean? Like it's just so hard to care about him. That was Boris. He's not really that threatening at this level, usually. There are very few times where he's actually a threat by the time you get to him. I think the only times when he would be threatening is if you were like a really squishy guy and you didn't have a way of killing undead, which is fairly, it's actually not that unusual. Spriggans tend to have a lot of difficulty with Boris, because unless they have Mana Worm, then, you know, but if they have Mana Worm, then the Spriggan's already pretty much won, because, you know, Mana Worm's amazing. and covers all of the Spriggan issues very easily. Okay, speaking of shields, should I find a shield? Yes, I actually found a glowing shield. That's embarrassing. I should have gone and looked for it. Hey, poison resistance. Nice. That means I can take this poise ring off, and I can ditch it for resistance to cold. Sure. It's not a great ring, but whatever, it'll do. We'll check up Ring of to see if we have any other rings. Wizardry comes to mind, but we've already kind of got every spell that we need on lockdown. I think what I'll do is I'll actually go and find that Book of Cantrips now. It's actually not a bad spell to pick up. Getting Apportation and Animate Skeleton. And at this point, it really is free. Like, I don't have to really do anything for it. There we go. So, Apportation's going to be on... Sorry, Apportation's always on L for me. And Animate Skeleton's Shift Q. And I'm going to go ahead and make a macro here with the tilde button. Macro... Oh, it's Shift tilde, so that weird backdash thing. Macro M... Oops, that's not it. M, C, Z, Shift Q, Macro M, Shift Q, C. So what that does is, it makes my Quiver button into a Butcher, and my Butcher button into an Animate Skeleton button. A little bit of a convenience thing, really. It's not incredibly... Well, it's not super, what do you call it, revolutionary or anything, but, you know, it's just something I've used. I've just come to pick it up over time, just because I'm, like, so sick of using Animate Skeleton. I used to always manually Animate Skeleton, and it was just too much work, especially when they stopped becoming worth it, kind of, because they were, like, so annoyingly short. They used to be permanent, now they're, like, short-lived, so after that, I was just like, I don't want to ever use this spell again. But then, ever since I got the macro, I'm like, whatever, I'll just learn it, turn my brain off, and just continue on with my merry way, and as if I just didn't have the spell, but now I get some free random power boosts. It's not the best thing, but whatever, it works. I mean, Animate Skeleton is still one of the strongest level 1 spells, but then again, for some weird reason, most level 1 spells are, like, ridiculously powerful compared to level 2 spells. The only exception to that, I think, would be Blink, which is exceptionally powerful because it's a utility spell anyway. But if you look at the level 1 spells, like Summon Butterfly, Apportation, Animate Skeleton, those three are, like, really broken compared to, considering how cheap they are. I'm going to idealize early here. This is going to give my guy extra spell power, and that's going to help me because he can then cast Mass Confusion and random shit and kill a bunch of guys by himself, and I don't have to worry about dealing with the big group all at once because my guy is dealing... whoops, I accidentally idealized there instead of pressing CA. A Warped Scimitar. Holy Fragile R-Poise N plus 9 Scimitars. What an insane scimitar. The Holy Brand sucks, but everything else in that is cool. Too bad it's fragile, so goodbye. Bye-bye. It's fine. Brand Weapon Scroll. I guess I'll put that on the Demon Trident of Piercing. Demon Trident of Draining is pretty good. I forgot what the difference is between Draining and Corrosion, but Draining is alright. And against all these enemies, I don't know, I feel like Draining would be a little bit better. I think it does more damage too, I'm not sure. Venom is not horrible, but I don't know. I find the Draining is usually a little bit better as we get a little bit later into the game. It's like, it's not incredibly better, but, you know, it's just good enough that I'm like, okay, I'll take it over Poison. Usually I just flip a coin, and I just did it mentally this time around. So, yeah, it's the same thing, really. Okay, where are we going? Where are we going with this? We're in Vaults 4 already, so we've pretty much finished Vaults, which is nice. I think my target for today was just finish Vaults and finish Shoals, so it's probably done at this point. I need to remember to cast ZR as well. Do I have any other pre-casts that I should be doing? Regen, Spectral Weapon, Shattered Globria, also Kibos, yeah, so that's all 4 of the casts that I have to do in every single rotation, so yeah, every time I start a fight, I should be casting 4 spells before the fight starts. That is the quote-unquote optimal way to do it. Summon Forest is whatever, meh. None of these spells are really good. I picked it up at some point. Confusing Touch is fine, but I don't want to keep unequipping and re-equipping my weapon. It's just a pain in the ass. So like I said, pre-casting. What a fun and interactive... God, I love spellcasting so much. Wow, not tedious at all. But I guess technically this is a lot better than it used to be. Imagine the 4 that we have now, like the 4 spells that I'm precasting now. Imagine like tripling that, and that's how much we had to do before, back in the day. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer my guy right in the middle of the action. Just, if he dies, whatever. We just want him to like kind of confuse everyone and just have fun. Oh, no, my spells, they stopped, they ran out of time. I need to keep casting them, get more stuff. Yeah, like, back then we would cast, like, what, Haste, Phase Shift, Ozakubo's Armor, which was then, at the time, a little bit better than it is now, because it didn't slow you. Then you'd cast, like, you'd cast Regen on top, you'd cast Spectral Weapon if it was there at the time, I forgot if it was. You'd cast... Oh, what was that? Stone Armor, I think it was? You couldn't stack them, though, you'd only pick one, I think. Like, there was just a lot of stuff that we'd have to pick. Oh, and Repel Missiles, of course, every single time. And Swiftness, that's right. It was a great time. I also saw that I had a Scroll of Acquirement. Don't you guys worry about that. I think that the Scroll of Acquirement's pretty good to put on the weapon again. Mostly because the other stuff is fine already. Wow, okay, a +6 Quick Blade. Thank you very much. I really needed that. You can tell because I put so much points into Short Blades. So many points into Short Blades that, you know... One would only assume that I'd been hoping for one, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, nothing here. The Robe of Night's cool, but I can't wear it. I really wish that Draconians could actually wear armor. Just, like, even if it's just robes or something, like, just, come on, man. It's rough. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here, guys. Thanks for watching, as per the usual. Anything you guys want to ask, go and do that. I'll answer it, of course. If you guys want to not see Dungeon Run 2 tomorrow, let me know, because I probably will be uploading it at some point, either tonight or tomorrow. It's like a 20-minute video, so it's not that long. But if you guys do enjoy it, please leave a like, let me know. You know, this kind of stuff is the only thing that really keeps me playing, because otherwise I would just be playing League of Legends or Starbound, which I've been playing a lot, actually. Starbound is a really weird game. If you guys haven't seen it, it's like the prequel, kind of. It's like Terraria, but in space. And it's really weird because it has this storyline, but it's also Terraria. And it also has like a quadrillion random references to shit and like 60 billion mechanics, and you're like, what's going on here? Like, for example, you can catch Pokemon in Terraria. In Terraria, it's just like you just straight up have Pokeballs. And you just throw them at Pokemon. And I'm like, surely this is not legal. Surely Japan, come on, someone please. You have the license to this. How can you let them just catch Pokemon in this game? It's crazy. But yeah, it's a very weird game, and you're like, I'm surprised often that it, how much depth is in it, but it's really fun. I put about 16 hours into it. Anyway, that's enough ranting for me. I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for watching, guys. And I will see you all tomorrow.